Louisiana beer reviews. Crazy Stallion Malt Liquor. Brewed in La Crosse, Wisconsin. 99 cents plus tax. Purchased in the Bronx, New York City on Boston Avenue. Well, I've never had this, and in fact, I've never seen it in a store. But I believe it's not as rare as you might think. It's just more of a it's sold up north, not really in the south. Owned by Ferolito, Vultaggio, and Sons. These are the same people that produce the um, Arizona tea. And this has been out since 1992, the same year that the Arizona tea went on the market. Funny thing about Crazy Stallion Malt Liquor, originally it was called Crazy Horse Malt Liquor, and then some Indian groups sued the company, and they settled out of court and changed the name of the product. So it's been out 20 years. There's no information on the website about this. I would have had this even colder, really, if I wouldn't have wanted to get started, because it's best to drink this kind of stuff ice cold, 1 degree above freezing, I guess. Supposedly 5.9% alcohol, that's what it says on Rate Beer. I'm not sure about that. It's a poor rating on Beer Advocate, a 1 out of 100 on Rate Beer, and a 24 out of 100 for the style. I have never had this, of course, so I like their Arizona iced tea. Let's see what this is like. If you ever get a chance to go to Philadelphia, check out their new, well, it's 8 years old now, their stadium. I went to the old Veteran Stadium once in 2003, and my friend and I, we thought it was pretty nice. We couldn't see the reason that they wanted to tear it down. But, you know, everybody wants something new, and they want the taxpayers to pay for it. Here's a stadium guide a stadium guide that I got at the stadium. I've been there at the Citizens Bank Park probably about 5-6 times, at least 5 times since 2004. In fact, I went last month and I really enjoyed it. All right, back to the beer. Clouds are coming out. Thick white head, very thick, and a clear, straight up golden appearance with some bubbles, and if you look carefully, lots of little particulate matter floating about, which you will see in a lot of beer if you could really get some light through it, but it's very fine. Most people wouldn't notice that, I guess. All right, well, let's go with the aroma. Made at City Brewing, and most stuff from City Brewing in La Crosse I find is questionable, but let's see. Yeah, you get that corn husk, grain husk, I guess, could be barley and corn. A little bit of mustiness, not a lot. It does have an aroma though, can't say it doesn't have a smell. Not the greatest, but not terrible. Let's go with the taste of this stuff. It's got a sweet and sour malt liquor-y type flavor. You get the alcohol, the sweet and sour, the grain, slightly cloying, but not really. The mouthfeel is light to medium, and the finish is pretty crisp, clean, more or less clean. It's not too ragged. It's pretty refreshing here at 9:30 in the morning, and it's kind of mild and drinkable. I'm inclined to think that it is 5.9% alcohol. Sure, it doesn't taste like any kind of high gravity malt liquor. And in fact, it really doesn't taste bad. Reminds me a little bit of Magnum. Probably not up to the quality of Magnum, being from Miller. Considering this is from a regional brewery, I'm going to keep the can. I really only keep cans and bottles from major breweries, regional breweries, and Louisiana breweries. I just cannot, I don't have room for all these micro breweries and craft breweries, although I wish I did. For 99 cents a can, which would be about 50 cents a 12-ounce can, it's not a bad deal. If you see it, pick it up, give it a try. It really sweet, kind of smooth. It's you might find it's worth trying. What would I rate it? I was expecting the worst, so really, I was thinking this could be a D. But the flavor is pretty bold and interesting, and you could say even good. I'm going to give it a B. I think it is a good beer. The thing about City Brewing, they're going to brew according to the recipe. They contract brew for people. So if some company gives them a cheap recipe, it's going to be cheap. If these people require them to brew it to a higher standard, they will. So yeah, I'm going to give it a B. It's good. Go out and get some. So, les bon temps roulé, this is a good, surprisingly good malt liquor beer. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to now sunny Louisiana.